In trading and in life, the biggest loss is not money, it's letting other people control your emotions. And especially in trading, the moment you trade for validation, your psychology is already broken, and now the things are not in your control, and that's the worst place to be. Okay, so that leads to our today's topic, that is caring what people think of you, right? So please stay tuned, hear me out till the end of the video, and you'll get the solution. How can we cope up this situation when we don't give a okay, I don't want to use that word, but yeah, we stop caring about what people think about us, especially in trading and in normal day-to-day life as well. Okay, now, how on earth can others thought about you harm you? It is your thought about this, his thought, that harms. Change your thought. These are the words of Vernon Howard from the book The Power of Your Supermind. Are you overly self conscious? In this section, I'll explain why you care so much, what people think of you, and what you can do alleviate these things. Okay. Hmm. All right. I was just checking something. Now it is fine. All right. Now, you are the most important person in the world. First, realize you are the most important person in the world. If you don't believe me, remember the last time you felt intense pain. Perhaps it was toothache or surgery, or maybe you broke your leg in an accident. What were you thinking back then? Were you concerned about the famine in Africa? Did you worry about innocent people being killed in wars in the Middle East? The answer is no, right? At that time, the only thing you wanted is for the pain to go away. So there is this thing that I have heard in one of the podcast. So there was some Buddhist monk, I guess. He was saying that, I'll quote him. So he was saying, till the time you are exactly, like, absolutely healthy, you have hundreds of problem, but as soon as you have some physical pain, or as soon as you become ill, then you have only one problem, that is you and your well-being. All right, and I have been through this, and you also in your life must have gone through this, right? Till the time you are absolutely healthy, you care about all of the external environment and all of the things that is somewhat related to you in one sense or another, but they are not that important, but you care so much about that. But as soon as you unfortunately become ill, then your only concern is about yourself. Okay, there is no wrong in it, but it's just how it is supposed to be done, right? So now, that's what here the author is also trying to say, that the only thing you wanted is for the pain to go away. This is because you are the most important person in the world, at least for yourself, and you have to make it the part of your belief system. And how there is this thin line between being a narcissistic and someone who is very well aware of his own importance, and that's what we will also understand in the upcoming content. All right, since you must live with yourself 24/7, it is normal to be concerned about your own mental and physical well-being. You have to realize the same goes for every other human on the planet. For me, you are not the most important person in the world. I am. And from their perspective, so are you, so are your close friends, family members, and colleagues. Because you live with yourself 24/7, you incorrectly assume, often unconsciously, people think about you significantly more than they actually do. In fact, for the most part, people do not care about you. While it may sound depressing, it's actually liberating. It means you don't have to worry so much about what people think of you. Especially, it can help you a lot if you have stage fright, or, like, you find somewhat like, you find it difficult to have a good conversation with a random stranger, or someone who is not in your close circle. If you want to approach him or her for some good conversation, or for your benefit, or whatever the reason is, then you feel this fright. The other people will judge you, the other person will judge you. But think very, think, like, put your thought into it. Do you really think the other people give a flying fuck about you? Do they really matter? And do you really matter in their life? So it is vice versa for you. Do you really care about a lot of people around you? No, you care about yourself. Similarly, the other people also care about themselves, not you. Okay, they are not focusing too much on you. Maybe they will judge you for a while, but that's completely fine. That's how you will grow out of it, right? So now, because you live with yourself 24/7, you incorrectly assume, often unconsciously, people think about you significantly more than they actually do. In fact, for the most part, people do not care about you. I am emphasizing again and again to this part. People do not care about you, and that's a good thing. Why? Because it will make you feel liberating in nature. Now this fear of judgment is completely gone case. Now you'll do the best of yourself without the fear of getting judged, uh, right, from the external environment. It means you don't have to worry so much what people think of you. As a famous saying goes, when you're 20, you care about what everyone thinks. When you're 40, you stop caring what everyone thinks. And when you're 60, you realize no one was ever thinking about you in the first place. It's all in your head all the time, right? So rather than reaching the age of 60 and realizing it, you have to realize it right away so that you can get the best out of the current scenarios. Okay, while you keep track of all your mistakes and awkward moments, nobody else does. People are simply too busy worrying about themselves. In short, people don't keep a track of your past failures, read everything you post on social media. Again, I'll emphasize on this as well. Read everything you post on social media. For them, it is just the entertainment for few seconds. They see your post for 1 or 2 seconds, and sometime even less than that, they will look at your post for reel or some video kind of content. Maybe they will put little bit more energy or little bit more time, but generally that's how they care about you, right? They will put only few seconds and then they will scroll. That's it. And in your mind you create this as a very big scenario, like it is a question of life and death. But for them it's just a thing of few seconds, and which is a good thing, which is liberating in nature, right? So read everything you post on social media. People don't do that. Remember your awkward moments. They don't do that. Momentarily maybe, but in a longer time they don't care about it. Think of you very often, or care about you as much as you care about yourself. So that's not what people do. Not everybody will love you. Now this is again something that you have to have a clarity about, that not everybody love you, right? Everybody will love you. You care what other people think of you because you want them to approve of you. You assume the best way to do that is to avoid making waves. As a result, you may spend your whole life trying to be the perfect person, hoping to be loved, but you'll never get love. And in this process you even lose yourself as well, which is the worst thing to do, right? So sooner or later, as soon as you will realize it, the better it will be for your life. However, it usually doesn't work. No matter how great you are, some people won't like you, right? You may try to fix the image people have of you, but that won't work either. People will still see you the way they want to, because of their own values and beliefs. I want to again read it for you so that you'll understand the gravity of it. People will still see you the way they want to, no matter what you do. Okay, because of their own values and their own beliefs. Thus, if you base your self-worth on what people think of you, you'll always be at the mercy of the approval of others. What will happen if they suddenly disapprove of you? Unfortunately, no amount of external approval will compensate for a lack of self-approval. By trying so hard to be loved by everybody, you risk living a dull life in which you are unable to express your personality. You're compressing your emotions, and it is getting bottled up and up. And someday it will come out in an ugly manner, right? So that's again the worst place to be. You'll end up mimicking your friends, pleasing everybody around you, but forgetting to please the most important person in the world, that is you. I'm not saying that you have to become selfish or narcissistic, but as I said in the earlier part as well, there is a thin line between being selfish and narcissistic and a self valuable person, right? You value yourself is all what I'm trying to say you, all what I'm trying to convey here in this part, and the author is also trying to do the same. Okay, now what people think of you is none of your business. You're not responsible for people's thought. In fact, what people think of you is none of your business. Your job is to express your personality the best you can while having the purest intent possible. Now this part is again very important. Your intent needs to be purest, and rest don't care about what the people perceive out of your deeds. Do your best, have a purest intent behind it, and everything will fall in its place ultimately. Okay, don't care about the people and the external environment, as long as your intent is pure. In short, your responsibility is to do your best to be your true self. Then people may or may not like you, and either way it is completely fine. Remember, the most influential people such as presidents and statesmen and women, countries are often hated by millions. Okay, the higher you go, the more the number of the people, like the more exposure you'll get, the more mixed emotion you'll get from the people around you. But as long as your intent is right, that doesn't matter, right? Therefore, don't make it your personal mission to change people's image of you. People are entitled to their beliefs and values, and they have the right to dislike you. They are free to interpret your actions and behavior through their own filters. Part of your personal growth is to accept you don't have to be liked by everybody. Again, I'll repeat it. Your personal growth is to accept you don't have to be liked by everybody. And finally, you can be yourself. And that's really liberating in nature. All right. You can only give your level best when you are just being yourself. All right. How to use this emotion to grow. Now we are looking at the solution part, like how we can use it in our favor, how we can get the best out of the situation, and how can we grow about it. Okay. Now, moving ahead, being overly self conscious means you have a distorted view of the way people perceive you, and you are attached to a self image you want to protect. To stop being so self conscious, you must address these 2 points. What are the 2 points that we have just discussed? You have a distorted view of the way people perceive you, and you are attached to a self image you want to protect. Okay, now, first, how can we change it? First, change your interpretation of the way people perceive you. Okay, be very careful. Now, how we are getting the solution here? The first thing is change your interpretation of the way people perceive you. To care less about what people think of you, it is essential for you to redefine your relationship with other people. This entails realizing that in general, people don't care about you and you don't care about people. It's a give and take relationship. They don't care about you and you don't care about them as well. But you need to understand how much the other person holds importance in your life. Okay, so on the basis of that, you have to put your efforts in. That's what the author is trying to convey here. Okay, exercise 1, realizing people don't care. This exercise will help you understand at a deep level, most people are not really concerned about you. Choose one person you know. Okay, just do this exercise right away. Note it down, or like right after the completion of this video, try it out yourself, because the more you'll do it, the better you'll get hold on this thing that we are trying to understand here, and it will become the part of your belief system in a more easier manner. Okay, choose one person you know. It might be a friend, an acquaintance, or a colleague. Ask yourself how often you think about that person in your daily life. Now put yourself in the shoes of that person. How much do you imagine he or she thinks about you during an average day? How much does he or she keep track of what you do or say? What do you think he or she is worrying about right now? Repeat this process with at least two more people. As you do this exercise, you'll probably realize other people are simply too busy to think of you often. After all, they live with themselves 24/7. In their own eyes, they are the most important person in the world, not you. And this is only to be expected. Okay, now exercise 2, realizing you do not care. How can you realize like you don't care either, right? You're not that concerned about other people either. The following exercise will make you realize this. Now, what you have to do is go through your day and try to remember all the people you meet or interacted with. It might be the waitress or the customer in the restaurant you lodged in, the people you saw on the street, and so on. Ask yourself how much you thought about these people prior to this exercise. You probably didn't think of them at all, did you? The answer is no. As you can see, you don't really have time to worry about other people. Most of the time, you're concerned about only about yourself. It's not to say you have to compassion, you have no compassion or a selfish jerk. You're merely being human, and that's a human tendency. It's a very common thing people do, including you. Okay, now stop being overly attached to your self image. If you are overly self conscious, chances are you worry too much about the way people perceive you. Okay, don't be too self conscious. Perhaps you want their approval or are afraid they will judge you. It is essential you learn to let go of this self image. Now, what is the exercise we will do to get this result? Exercise is letting go of your self image. Write down all the things you are afraid to be judged on. Let's say all the insecurity that you think really affect you. Right? Write all those things down. Maybe you worry about your look or you're afraid of saying something silly. Write down why you care. What is the issue here? What image are you trying to protect? Do people believe you are smart and you are afraid you can't live up to this image? Are you afraid of being rejected as a result of saying something wrong? This exercise will bring awareness to the things you're worrying about and will help you address them. In addition, don't forget to complete the exercise mentioned in the section, letting go of your emotions. We have covered it in the previous videos. You can check it out in the playlist Master Your Emotions. Okay. Finally, remember people will always interpret your words and action based on their values and beliefs. Therefore, to let your personality shine, you have no choice but to allow them to see you whatever way they wish to. Okay, now this action step is based on the workbook. If you need the workbook, let me know in the comment section, I'll post it. And in today's video we understood people really don't care about us, so it's a liberating thought. And I have given you a lot of exercise. Try it out so that you'll get this proof. Our mind, if you have scientific temperament, we look for proofs. So I have given you a theoretical view and I have told you the exercise. Try them out and find it yourself. Okay, so next time when you are out and you're too self conscious about yourself, just have this thought in your mind that people don't care about you, and it is liberating in nature. You can be yourself. Okay, by this we are coming to the end of this video. Make sure in the comment section you are answering the very interesting question that I have left for you in the comment section, and make sure that you subscribe to the channel and you press the like as well. Okay, we'll meet next time. Till then, stay healthy, stay safe, and please take care of yourself. Thank you so much, universe. Thank you so much, Radharanji. Have fun. Peace out.